What's up, everyone? Sunrise Extra on a Friday. How are you? For those of you watching live, grab a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever you want. We're pulling up the live streams to talk to you. We're talking something lighter and fun on a Friday. I know there's a lot of heavy stuff happening, but it is going to be a beautiful weekend. We want you to think about that. And we want you to think about all the movies that you don't get to see yet, because we have missed like summer blockbuster films hitting the theaters.
Right. I'll say this much. We are starting to do a little bit more, right? It's not like it was back in March or April or even May. I mean, I remember back then when people said, hey, what do you really want to see happen? Or what do you miss most? Or what would you like to see come back? And I said back then, I'd like to see my kids play baseball this year.
Yeah.
And by golly, it's happening. So the kids are playing baseball again. In fact, they're playing this weekend. It's a little different because parents have to really spread out. They can't gather together. In fact, they're telling us that really each child on the team should only have one parent at the game. That's what they're asking. And the kids are wearing masks.
Is that you? I imagine?
Well, you know, we get a break in our team. It's one child, or every child on the team can have one parent there. So one of our kids gets me. The other kid gets my wife.
I see how it works.
And I'm helping coach this year too, Nina, so I'm not actually out there in the stands. But kids and players and coaches are all wearing masks in the dugout. Anyway, I just want to bring up the fact that we recognize some things are starting to happen again. All is not bleak in our world. But one thing we're not seeing right now are those summer blockbusters that you mentioned. So you cannot go see all those big name movies that we're used to seeing during the summer months. They're not happening. The big one for me was going to be Top Gun Maverick, like the 30-year-old sequel to the original back in the mid-1980s. And that was supposed to come out this summer. It's now on hold. So again, fun topic today on a Friday. We want to know what of the summer blockbusters that were scheduled to come out this summer, which of them are you really wanting to see most? And again, we'll see these eventually. It's just going to take some time. This one, Top Gun, I believe, is now scheduled to come out around Thanksgiving time. What's up, Maverick? Also, how about this? Old School.
Maverick.
Not the movie Old School. Sorry, Nina. Not to get you excited. I'm thinking old school, like old school memories. Blockbusters from the past. If you have an all-time favorite summer blockbuster, like Jaws, for example, or Jurassic Park, let us know about that on the stream. And if you want to take this conversation into an entirely different direction, we can't stop your streaming thoughts. So join us on Facebook, Twitter, every day, and let us know what's on your mind.
What's on your mind, Rod?
You know, one of the first headlines that really grabbed my attention back in, it must have been the early part of March or at the latest mid-March.
Yeah, because we were in the station talking about this.
That the new James Bond movie wouldn't be coming out. Yeah, until the fall, because I think the Bond movie was supposed to come out in April. It was around.
Yep.
I think it was in April.
And it's funny, Rod. I knew you were going to say that.
And I remember that was one of the first headlines of all this.
I tried to really quickly text our producer saying, "Oh, she got it done. She's got the trailer up, Rod." So talk about why you wanted to see this movie so badly.
Well, I will tell you. So you know, I'm a big Bond fan. My brother is as well. And James Bond is the only movie that I will consistently go to opening weekend. Typically, I don't want to see it bad enough to deal with the lines, and I'll wait until things kind of calm down. But yeah, for the Bond movies, I'm just a big Bond fan. We don't know how many more of these Bond movies that Mr. Craig will be in, and I personally have really enjoyed him in the role.
Why would I betray you?
So, yeah, I'll be there opening weekend, whenever opening weekend is.
Yeah, it says November 20th as of right now.
Hopefully it's this fall, like they're saying.
I've never been a James Bond movie
so
guy.
Going into the big Thanksgiving weekend.
I just have not gotten into the Bond movies.
You know why, Drew? You know why?
Why?
No, I know why. Because you, sir, have nothing about you that is like James Bond. I find myself to be very similar to Mr. Bond.
Wow. Wow. Shots fired from Clark County right into our newsroom this morning, Nina. I'll tell you what, I like a James Bond similar style of movie, and that is those Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise. Yes, I've now mentioned two Tom Cruise movies.
Closet Tom Cruise fan.
What's going on in his mind?
I like Tom Cruise. He's a good-looking dude. He's a good actor. Kind of a weird guy in real life, but I do like his movies too.
The Mission Impossible movies are fantastic, and apparently there are two more coming out soon. One is scheduled to come out next year, and another one the year after that. And I'm thinking, how old is Tom Cruise now?
Did you hear he's doing that? He's going to be the first. They're going to film a movie like for real in space, and NASA gave him the clearance to do it.
And he does like all of his own stunts, or a good majority of them at least.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they don't have like a timeline set, I don't think, but he had to get approval from NASA to actually go up there and film a real movie in space, and they said yes. I love this. Jennifer Taft. Thank you always for watching, Jennifer.
Crazy.
She just reminded me. Where was it?
Yeah.
They're bringing out a new Fletch.
Really?
I love Fletch. I love Fletch Lives, and I can't remember who is the one playing it.
The old Chevy Chase.
It's not Chevy Chase.
No, well,
you can't pull it off anymore.
No.
How about Fletch F. Fletch, Nina?
What?
6 feet tall, 6'6" with the afro.
Yes, I do love that part.
Oh man, that is going way back. That is another 30-year-old movie that I guess they waited 3 decades to bring out the Oh, here comes the trailer.
John Hamm playing Chevy Chase's character, Fletch.
There's the classic Chevy right there. I mean, that was right when Chevy was in his prime with Vacation, and there's Fletch.
I love him. Seems like kind of a jerk now, but I do love him. John Hamm, I don't know. What do you think about John Hamm?
You know all these Hollywood people, Nina? You've already called Tom Cruise weird and Chevy Chase a jerk. What do you...
Come on.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
They don't make great headlines all the time, do they? Those
I
Hollywood
think John Hamm, I
superstar
could see
types.
him.
I like John Hamm. He's good.
So Willie Huey chimes in this morning. Willie Huey says, I bet Drew liked the movie Night and Day. Night with a K-N-I-G-H-T. I don't recall ever
that was Tom Cruise with,
was a good movie.
what's her face?
Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
Cameron
that was a good movie.
Is it lovey-dovey or is it action?
No, it's like action.
Yeah, I thought so.
Night and Day, I've never seen.
Yeah. Jennifer Taft says John Hamm's so hot. He is. The guy from Mad Men.
Yeah, Willie Huey also saying he can't wait for Top Gun 2.
Yeah.
Stanford Walker chiming in, going with Star Trek Picard.
Oh, yeah.
As a classic summer blockbuster that he enjoyed watching back in the day.
There's a lot of those like superhero. Black Widow is coming out in November. Wonder Woman is coming out in October. Let's see.
Another Wonder Woman? Oh.
Yeah, it's called Wonder Woman 1984. It's basically Wonder Woman 2.
Was Wonder Woman 1 based in 1983?
I think it's the origin story, man. Something. I don't know. Bill and Ted? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. My 13th birthday, we went to Bill and Ted, the movie, at Lloyd Cinemas. The new Bill and Ted coming out in August. What else? Mulan, live action Disney Mulan coming out in August. Tenet, which is the... What is it supposed to be like? Inception, kind of? A real mind bender. That comes out in August as well.
Inception sequel, if you will.
Yeah. What do you guys think about like... so, Rod, question for you. You love James Bond.
Bond.
Would you love it as much if it like just comes directly streaming to your TV? Or do you like have to see it in the theater?
Well, I mean, I would love it, but I will answer that by saying I would miss not seeing it on the big screen because I've done that for so long, right? And it's something.
But I mean,
really
you'd click, you'd buy it, right? You'd watch it.
Tub of $47 popcorn and.
James.
I would watch it absolutely. I would watch it. I just wouldn't have the big tub of $47, popcorn. Yeah.
You know, we definitely don't go to movies like obviously we're not going to movies at all presently. But even going back the last few years, we wouldn't go to movies as often as we used to. It's expensive, right? I mean, it is like an expensive night out for a family of 4.
And you got to get a babysitter.
And a lot of times you can get all the good stuff a few months later there in your home for a lot cheaper. But there have been a couple of times over the years where it's been a great night out. I remember when the 4 of us went to see Jurassic World. The kids were really excited about seeing it. I wanted to see it. It was kind of a dud. I mean, I didn't think it was as good as some of the other Jurassic Park movies, but just like getting to the theater, the excitement, we were all happy to see it, and it looks way more impressive on that big screen.
Yeah, and the sound.
And then last year, when I took the boys, just the 3 of us, to see the most recent Mission Impossible movie that came out last summer, and that one did like blow me away. I'm like, I'm so glad we're seeing this in here. In the theater with the surround sound, and it was booming, and it was awesome. Yeah. I was on the edge of my seat, Nina and Rod.
Tom Cruise.
It's funny you mentioned that because
I like going to the movie theater.
Real quickly, Rod, there's a deep discussion about the hotness of Tom Cruise on the stream
what is it?
Well, you had Jennifer Taft chiming in earlier.
I think she was talking about John Hamm.
Oh, John Hamm. Sorry, you're right. John Hamm is hot, and then Willie Huey says yes.
John Hamm is smoking hot.
Willie says John Hamm is smoking hot.
Yeah.
And yet I still think they're talking about Tom Cruise.
No. Tom Cruise is good looking.
Thank you for confirming.
I will give him the good looking.
How about between Iceman and Maverick, Nina, in your opinion? I'll ask Rod next. But I remember in the 80s, I mean, I know you're a little younger than Rod and I, but in the 80s, that was a debate.
Val Kilmer?
Was in that movie anyways.
No.
Well, not now, Val Kilmer, because...
Kilmer's kind of crazy.
Gee, come on, enough with the... I thought we're talking about appearances, something important like that. Diving into people's mental states.
Something about his teeth, I wasn't...
So here we go. Old school Maverick. There he is with Goose. I feel the need for speed, and maybe Val Kilmer's Iceman will pop up in this. Oh, here comes the classic locker room scene there. Oh, we cut away. There he is. You're dangerous, Maverick. That's right, I am dangerous. He gives him that like bite down.
That's right, Iceman. I am dangerous.
So it was Iceman versus Maverick. The girl I was dating in college told me that Iceman was hands down, by far and away, the better looking of the two fellas.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
This conversation is really
at the time, I think that's
really
what a lot of the
I like this. Like, who's hot or not? I like playing with my two male coworkers.
Valerie says Iceman.
Yeah. Sam, instead of
Valerie
seeing
Hankin
Nina, Rod, and I in this 3-box format, can we throw up 3 random faces of dudes and we'll play hot or not?
Good. Finally.
You can also do
it with guys.
the FMK game. Do you know that one, Nina?
No. Drew, stop.
Oh, boy.
Well, if we're speaking about threes, that game would work, right?
Oh, my God.
This is
I
the
cannot believe you
anything
just said
goes.
that.
Oh, did you guys see Jennifer Taft's comment? Jennifer Taft says, Tom hasn't been hot since socks, underwear, and Bob Seger.
Yeah. He was
Risky
cute.
business.
Out response from Jennifer Taft there. Okay.
Valerie Hankin chimes in saying, yes, Iceman in capital letters with 3 exclamation points, saying Iceman was the hotter of the 2 pilots in Top Gun.
So funny.
Angela Barks Draz says, love Tom Cruise in Live, Die, Repeat.
What?
I don't remember that one. Huh? A collective, from the Sunrise Extra crew. Oh, there's that classic locker room scene again. Look at those fellas, Nina, all showered up and getting ready for the volleyball game. Getting ready for the volleyball
Thank you for calling it to my attention.
Oh, like you've never done that yourself on the show?
Thank you, Nicole. Val is weird. Tom is hot cross buns. That's true. I like that.
Willie Huey says, press the mute button. Drew is on the list.
Oh, boy.
I know. Okay. What else you got, Drew?
I already know I know when I'm taking it too far and my heart starts to beat a little bit.
You get a little sweaty?
A little sweaty. My heart starts to beat a little faster.
Our newsroom, you guys, has been like crazy sweaty, and Drew has to be. It's cold here in the studio.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, look.
You want to play a quick game?
Getting all sweaty
Nina?
in the newsroom.
John Hamm, hot or not?
Hot.
Okay, next.
Oh, we're
That's all
like
you
really
got?
playing this game?
Oh, well, this is a well-produced segment. Thanks.
Oh, my gosh.
A one-man version of hot or not.
Yeah, we're short-staffed. We only have one picture to show you. Oh my
Matt
God.
Wallington chimes in. Are you saying Goose, Matt, is the hottest of the 3? Because you're right, we didn't put Goose in the running. Between Maverick...
Oh, is he the dude from ER?
Yeah.
What's his name? Green.
Edwards. Anthony Edwards, right?
Mark Green?
Mark Green? No.
Anthony
Edwards.
Oh, that was his name in ER. Something Edwards.
It's Anthony, isn't it?
Anthony Edwards. Yeah.
I said it 4 times, Nina.
Well, Brian was talking to me, and then I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Again with the locker room scene?
Okay. Well, you wanted it.
Once I wanted it.
All right. Let's talk about another movie. My Lord.
Yes.
Willie Huey says Drew is getting sweaty as a Navy pilot locker room.
I could be doing now.
I'm like tearing up.
Okay, we can change subject matter because Lexi Winkler chimes in. Lexi says, I've been restarting Marvel from the beginning, currently on number 12 of the 22 Marvel films.
Holy cow.
I don't think I've seen, any of them. No, I don't think I've seen a single one. I take that back.
Your kids don't like them?
No, they've never been, even when they were like little boys, like 2, 3, 4 years old, you know, you get like those superhero, some people gave them superhero like action figures. Those things never came out of the shelf. They were into trucks, cars, they like to ride things, but they did not get into, they're like, who's this guy? Why do I care about him?
Yeah. Interesting.
Superman,
Isn't that funny? That's how kids like, you know, they gravitate towards.
And they're still not into the Superman movies or the Marvel heroes. They love, I'll say it again, Mission Impossible. That is the go-to Carney House film. And Die Hard.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Die Hard. You are a big Die Hard
the
fan.
go-to more than Rocky? More than Rocky, Drew?
Are they into Rocky? Well, Brian, our director, was talking to me at the same
Impossible,
time.
The go-to in your house?
Yeah, no, the boys appreciate Rocky, but they don't
You
enjoy
said
it.
Mission Impossible is the go-to.
It is for the boys. They'd much rather they'll sit down any night of the week and watch any Mission Impossible movie. It is a struggle to get them to sit down for 2 hours and watch some of the Rockies, I admit.
Well, it moves a little slower.
It does.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's no love going on really in Mission Impossible. It's all about beating people up and making a fast car chase down the road. That's what the boys want to see.
Yeah, I agree. And you've talked about the uncomfortability of the affectionate scenes in movies with the fam.
Yes, this is actually a good test today. This is kind of a rarity for us. We don't normally get this far off the major news of the day with our topics.
We're just having a chit chat.
But you can. The cool thing about this, we can actually see the number of people that are watching, and for the most part, the people have hung out through the duration of this crazy edition of Sunrise Extra. And
see,
people
Drew's going to take this and be like, "See, this is what the show," and just chat about whatever.
Sometimes we can get away with this.
Yeah, okay.
Jennifer Taft, back on the stream, says Outsiders is the best movie ever. Another movie with a young Tom Cruise. Wait a minute, Tom Cruise wasn't in Outsiders?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
C. Thomas Howell, yes. Matt Dillon, yes. Patrick Swayze, yes. Rob Lowe, yes.
Ooh, all those people were in Outsiders?
Yes, they were all
How
very
old is
young.
that movie?
Probably 82, 83.
Outsiders.
It was based on a book.
I know I've seen it, but I can't remember it.
Our director, Brian Matthews, just confirmed 1983, The Outsiders. Pony Boy.
Oh.
Yeah, there they are. Look
I
at
just
Matt
saw like
Dillon.
the Today Show or somebody was just talking about this.
Oh, Ralph Macchio, Nina, was in that movie as well.
Okay.
Diane Lane, a young Diane Lane in Outsiders.
Oh, she's so pretty. Do
Rob
you know what they're
Lowe? Oh, my
remaking?
goodness.
And I know you guys won't care about this, but Patrick Swayze reminded me of it. They're remaking Dirty Dancing. And
Rod just perked up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I saw his eyes go, what?
No, I liked
Dirty
the beginning, the
Dancing.
first Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
I liked the movie, yeah. Absolutely.
Nobody paints Rodney in a corner.
I mean, it's about adult
Did you guys see
summer
Willie?
camp, you know? Go ahead. What do you say, Rod?
Yeah. Willie
it again?
says I should be in the shower, but I'm waiting to see if this gets pulled off the air. Willie,
This is the
Huey's
internet,
comment. I
Willie,
should be in the
and you
shower,
can
but I'm
say
waiting
whatever
to see
you
if
want
this gets
on the
pulled off
internet.
air.
So Tom Cruise was in The Outsiders. Why did I forget his character? There he is. Tom Cruise,
Oh, yeah, I see
The
him
Outsiders. It all ties back in. Thank you to our Sunrise Extra viewers for tying in the segment nicely together.
Wow, you're right. I need to see this.
All right.
Yep, there you go. Steve Randall is the character that Tom Cruise played in The Outsiders. Says
Because
Dom
did they play like 80s punks or
Played,
something like that?
They were kind of kids from the wrong side of the tracks.
So this just made news this week, and it's so funny that you brought this up because so when they were making this movie, and I don't know what city it was in that they filmed it, but like Rob Lowe, Swayze, and Tom Cruise, like all had to. The director made them stay with, like, live with people who were this punk rock lifestyle to kind of like, you know, enmesh themselves and learn about it. And so imagine, so the people now are like telling the story from back then of like having Tom Cruise as a kid,
Right.
like stay at their house and hang out with them for like a week before they filmed this movie to kind of get into character.
Hey.
And it was either on the Today Show or one of these morning shows just this week. It's just kind of funny that you mentioned that.
New Sunrise Extra topic for Monday. If you could have any Hollywood star hang out at your house during the making
Ooh,
of a
let's do it
film,
right now.
who would it be?
Who would it be? Well, we know it's Tom Cruise for you.
No, it's not.
Mia
put
would
my answers in my
prefer
mouth.
Mark Wahlberg.
I'm going to go with The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Love The Rock.
Yes, I have a crush on Tom Cruise, but I want to hang out with The Rock. How about that?
Yeah, that'd be cool. The Rock seems awesome.
I mean, I would do anything with that guy as my buddy, right? Hey, guess what, Rock? Today we're going to jump to the front of the line. You're going to go first. I'm right behind you. Let's go.
He can just scoop you up and take you with him.
Come on, Drew.
I do love The Rock.
He's funny too. He's great. Like,
Yeah.
he's fantastic at whatever he's put in. He's awesome.
You should follow him on Instagram. My daughter loves him because he played Maui in the Disney movie Moana. He was the voice of it, and kind of the character looks like him. He's this big, like, tatted up Hawaiian guy. And so on his Instagram, The Rock has a little daughter that's the same age as my daughter, and he does these little videos, and she makes him sing the song from Moana. And but she still doesn't believe that he's the voice of the character. And so my daughter loves watching his workout videos on Instagram, which is nuts. And he does these, like he puts it to music, and he's got like huge chains around his neck, and like this is his private gym. She will watch these videos over and over and be like, Mama, look at his big muscle. Mama, he's so strong. And I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But he's cool.
You know what? The Rock represents like my all-time favorite type of person. Like the people that, even going back to high school, I always liked the guys who were strong, that could break people in half, because I was never one of them.
Yeah.
But they were also super kind and nice and friendly and had a personality. You know what I mean? Like they could break you in half, but they're like a teddy bear. But don't push them, because they will break you in half. But they'll hug you as long as you don't push them. The country needs more people like that.
I agree.
Strong as an ox,
I like the
gentle like a teddy bear.
Sean Connery for me. Sean Connery.
That's a good one.
I like some suaveness, you know, a guy that's tough but can be, you know, quite the classic gentleman who looks good in Aston Martin. Sean Connery.
A
Back
gentleman,
to my James Bond love affair.
a ladies' man, and a tough guy all wrapped up into one.
Yeah.
What if you could go golfing with Sean Connery?
I would drink bourbon instead of vodka. That's the only difference.
Smoke cigars. Do you have the best time?
Okay, we'll end with this, because I know we're getting late. How about this? Rod Hill on the spot.
I would like that.
Rod's in the middle. You are the meat of the Sunrise Extra sandwich, Rod. So help us out with this. It's a foursome. It's a golf foursome. You are one of the foursome. Who are the other three in your ideal Rod Hill foursome?
Well, Sean Connery would be amazing. I have to throw in one golfer. So that would be my current favorite golfer, which is Rory McIlroy.
Rory, yes.
You know, because it's a sports moment, another guy who loves sports movies, and I always enjoy watching him in sports movies, is Kevin Costner, actually. I'm going to go Kevin Costner.
I thought you were going to say
I think he'd be fun
Patrick
to be at
Mahomes.
any sporting event with.
So we're going to give you a chance. You can make a change here.
Oh my God! Well, here's the deal. If it were Patrick, I would kick the other guys out. Patrick and I would just get away and spend the day just Patrick and myself. Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you, since this is complete fantasy, Rod, here's what we'll do. It'll be you, Sean Connery, Rory McIlroy, and Kevin Costner. That's the foursome. But Mahomes will be your caddy. How about that? And you can ride in the cart together.
Ooh, I would like that. I would like that.
I will drive the beer cart.
This is fantastic.
And I will stop by and see you and serve you beers. Nina will be the golf pro who tells you you're playing too slow and you got to move it along.
Think about it.
All right, we got to go. It's getting late on a Friday. We got a weekend to get to, and actually some Today Show cut-ins to get to. So thank you for joining us on this unprecedented, unscripted,
no kidding,
probably never to be seen again, the likes of which.
Let's hope.
Sunrise Extra.
Bye, guys.